Hi, Ian Dainty here, and today I want to offer or give you a challenge to double your business in 2 years. If you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, or even anything to do with sales and marketing, then I want to offer you this challenge because I think you're competitive if you're in any of those positions, and you do want to grow. So that's the challenge I want to offer you today: is to double your business in 2 years, and I'm going to go through this presentation to show you how to do that. The reason for the challenge is I want to help you double your business by showing you what works for me and my clients, and by helping you implement the system I've developed. As I mentioned above, and if you've received an email from me, a lot of people buy products, and only about 2% of people actually implement products when they buy them. And so people need coaching all along, as even the best athletes in the world need coaching, no matter what they're in, whether it's golf or tennis or team sports or whatever. They always need coaching all the time. And so helping you implement and helping you grow your business is going to be through a coaching program, which I'll introduce later in this presentation. It's been said that Canadian technology companies obviously, are great at technology but lousy at sales and marketing. To a certain extent, I agree with this, and it's not just Canadian companies that have been accused of this. It's almost all technology companies. But because I live in Canada, I put this in, and it's been said many times. And Canada really only has one big company right now, technology company, and that's Research in Motion, RIM, with the BlackBerry, and even it's in trouble right now. So what I want to do is show you how to do sales and marketing the right way to help you grow your business. I want to show you how to double your business in 2 years and how to obtain the lifestyle you want by doing that. Who is this for? Well, it's for anyone who wants to at least double their business within 2 years. And I say that's the maximum time you're going to double it, which means a growth of 50% a year. And I'm going to show you how to do that because I've done it with other businesses, both for me and for my clients. So who is this for? Well, this is perfect for business owners, for entrepreneurs, and also for VPs of sales and marketing, any marketers really, all salespeople, and possibly consultants when you've reached a certain level of business. Who's it not for, this presentation, or what I'm going to offer you in my program? It's anybody who's looking for a silver bullet. There are no silver bullets in technology. You got to work at it. You still believe in the old ways of marketing, that cold call is the only way to go, and it isn't. And I've never believed in it, never liked it, and there are other better ways to do it. I'm not saying the phone isn't a good tool, but I'm saying cold calling isn't the best way to go. And if you're not willing to make an investment in marketing, then of course this isn't for you either. You've got to understand that the good companies invest 22% of their revenues in marketing, so you need to make an investment. If you don't believe that you need to be coached, then of course this isn't for you. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. If you think you know it all, then of course this isn't for you. And if you're not ready to grow quickly, then of course this isn't for you either. So what we're going to look at today is what you need to do, what not to do. We talked about a little bit who it's not for, what your clients want, what they're looking for, how to double your business, which of course is what we're going to do, how to grow new clients, how to grow existing clients, which a lot of people don't work at hard enough. And then I'm going to introduce my program to you about how you can do all of these, how to get new clients and how to grow existing clients. Now, why should you listen to me? And I mean, who am I? Well, I've built 3 businesses. The first one I built went to around $22.5 million. That was a few years ago, and I sold it successfully. And so I've been where you have. I know what you're going through. I've been there before. And I'm building my third business now. The second business I built went to $1 million, and that was during 2000, 2001. And you know what happened there? 2 things. The dot bomb era, and also 9/11. So both of those things affected the other one, and we got out because we couldn't see any growth for the next 2 or 3 years, which is exactly what happened. And right now I'm building this one. I've been building it for a while, but I've had some time off and building this one where I want to help people grow their businesses. I've coached thousands of B2B executives and entrepreneurs and business owners, salespeople, marketers who want to grow their business. And because of that, businesses increased well over $100 million from all these people I've coached. And the other reason you should listen to me is that this really works. How do I know it works? Because I've used it. I've researched. I do a lot of research all the time, a lot of reading, a lot of interviewing, and I know this works. So bear with me, and I'll show you what you're going to get. And why do you want to double your business? Well, it makes it easier to keep growing your business if you've doubled it every 2 or 3 years. You're not going to do that all the time, obviously. Once you reach a certain point, it's tough to double it. I mean, excuse me, analysts in the stock market say, well, they're not growing at 38% or 100% anymore. I mean, once you reach $1 billion, or even if you reach $10 million, sometimes it's tough to double it. But it is if you do the right marketing. Other reason, it gives you bragging rights with your peers. It gives you that really warm, fuzzy feeling inside that, hey, I've done this. Here's what I've done. And it gives you the lifestyle that you dream about. And that's always important. You want to know what your lifestyle is going to be. And this will allow you to do that. You just don't go into business just for the sake of, I'm going to grow a business. It's because you want to do other things with the money and everything else that you get from it. Good news from this is you can double your business by following the steps I'll show you today. There is one catch. You must have a product or service that can demonstrate real value to your prospects and clients. Okay, you've got to have a product or a service that can do that. The other good news is I'm going to show you how to find and deliver that value, both today and certainly in the program if you get involved with it. And that's what clients are looking for. They're looking for a lot more, but I'm going to show you what they are. There's 3 ways to grow your revenues. And you may have seen this before, but there really are only 3 ways. There's variations of these, but the first way is you get more clients. I'm going to show you how to do that. Second way is to raise your prices. I'm not going to talk about that today. And, of course, in this economy, that's a touchy issue. But, with new clients, you can do that. And the third way is to sell more to your existing clients, to grow your existing clients by either new products and services that you've got or with partners. So they're the only 3 ways. There are variations of this that people talk about, but basically they're the 3 ways you can grow it. So what is that clients don't want? Well, obviously, the big one is they don't want to be lied to. And how many of us get lied to by salespeople and all kinds of people that say, oh, we're going to deliver this. And really what it means is that you overpromise and underdeliver. And this happens a lot in technology. And unfortunately, that's why some technology people are upset at or really don't get along with salespeople, because the salespeople overpromise and underdeliver without working together. I'm going to show you how to get away from that with my program. And of course, they don't want to be neglected. If they're called, they want to have relatively good response time. It doesn't have to be immediately, but usually within 24 hours. I don't believe that you should call people immediately either. You should drop everything because you're always busy too. But they don't want to be neglected. They want to be listened to. And that's a real key. And we all get that, with the cell phone companies, retail people. You walk into a store, you can't get served. So clients don't want to be neglected. What do they want? Well, they want things, products and services that will help them do their job better. Sometimes we don't look at that. And they want you to resolve issues. They're the 2 biggest ones that they want. But they also want to be treated fairly, as we talked about. They want you to be responsive, that we mentioned. And they want you to be a trusted vendor. And the real key on this is trust. And what I want to look at, first of all, today is how to build that trust. How do you build trust? Well, I've looked at it in a way that says there's a revolving door that keeps going. It's not a revolving door in the sense that you're in and out, but it's a results. You got to deliver results through the value that your products and services bring, and that builds the relationships. That builds the trust and credibility you have to build the relationship, and that's why people buy, because you've got a relationship with them. Okay, so you may have seen this before from me. You got to deliver results from the value you bring to build a relationship with the client. So how do you deliver that trust? Well, the first thing you're going to do is be unique. You need a unique value proposition. I'm going to show you how to do that in my program. We'll talk about that a bit later. You need to understand their problems. What is it that they have, and do you understand what their problems are? And you need to show your solution will solve their problems, obviously, okay? So you need to understand their problems, first of all, and then you need to show how your solution will solve their problems through value and results that you've achieved, obviously. There is a thing that you can do is to agitate their problem to show that if they don't solve their problem right now through your solution, It could get worse, and chances are it will get worse. And you need to be there so that when they call you, you need to be there to help them. And I'm going to show you that. And that, of course, is both with prospects and particularly with your clients. So we talked about how to deliver trust. Now, how do you deliver value? Well, this is a thing I'm going to go through in my in my program, but I just wanted to give you something to take away today. The one thing is improve performance. You show your client how you can, or your prospect, how you can deliver better revenues, which I do with my programs, better profits, which I do, or increased productivity. So that gives them improved performance. Increased opportunities. How can your products and services help them give more opportunities to their clients? Okay, so that's increased opportunities. How can you give them a competitive advantage? Maybe with if you have a software product that can help them become a low-cost producer, that will give them a competitive advantage. My program, I'm going to go through all these in great depth. Risk mitigation. Perhaps you have a piece of software, as an example, security software, which mitigates risk, and I'm going to go through that. There are two ways that happen with risk mitigation, and we'll go through that in the program. And the real key that most people usually omit is the personal wins. What's in this for them personally, and how committed are they personally to moving forward with this? Okay, so what is the Double Your Business program? Well, it's how to get new clients, how to grow existing clients through what I call my Strategic Account Management, or SAM program. And what it will do initially is I'm going to start off with a full review of your existing practices and systems. And I'm going to show you that in a sec, what I go through. And then we're going to show you how to build new clients, what the steps are, and what the program is about for building new clients and building your existing clients. Again, the first thing is people have to trust you. You've got to build results through the value you bring and through the relationship. So let's look at getting new clients. It's a 12-step program for a successful new B2B client acquisition. Okay, again, this is B2B, and I'm going to step through the 12 steps that you should be going through with all of your new clients. And this is part of the full review that I would do with you before we go through to see how you're involved in each of these steps and what you're doing. I'm going to make one assumption here, and that is that you have a product or service. Now, the first thing you have to do with that is you have to describe your ideal client. And there's 4 things that you go through in that. You want to talk about what their demographic profile is, their psychographic profile, their goals and strategic imperatives, and then challenges, issues, or problems. So there's I'm going to show you how to do that, and I want to see whether you've done that once we start. You want to define your ideal client's major issues, which you just talked about. You need to understand what their issues are and how your solution obviously solves those issues. You need to develop your unique value proposition. There's a whole bunch of ways to do that. Talking to your client, what results did they get from your thing? And I've just come across and really been researching and developing a way that you've probably never seen before to develop a unique value proposition. And it really is unbelievable. I'm going to go through that in the program if you take advantage of it. But it'll really give you a heads up and really show your differentiation between your service and products and your competition. It's very unique for what I have developed, and I don't think you'll see it anywhere else. You have to understand the 4 relevant players in the B2B decision making. Obviously, there's a person who signs the check, what we call the financial influencer. There's the people who are going to use your product or service, the user group. There's gatekeepers, of course, you got to get through, and they can include anybody from a executive assistant all the way up to the CFO, or even sometimes your user groups become gatekeepers. So you got to understand them. And of course, the real key, the relevant players have a champion. It could be particularly if it's a user champion or the financial influencer they're your best champions. And we're going to go through how to develop those people and what you have to look for in each one of them. And then we're going to talk about the 5 phases of B2B buyers and all the phases that they go through in order for you to understand that you need to understand why buyers. The real key is here, you don't really sell, people buy. Okay? If people don't have a problem or you can't show them some way that your product or service helps them do their job better, you're not going to buy. And that's why I don't know. That's why cold calling doesn't work anyway. So we're going to go through those 5 phases. And the 5 value factors influencing B2B buyers. Okay, we just talked about those before, about what they are. And so it's important, improved performance, increased opportunities, competitive advantage, risk mitigation, and personal wins. So there's half the program that we talk about. Lead generation. How do you get leads for your to develop them into new clients? There's the 5 categories for leads: getting leads, qualifying leads, lead scoring, lead prospect management, moving from prospect to lead to prospect to client, and then nurturing leads from suspect to prospect, and then hopefully into client. So how do you do all of that? I'm going to go through that with you. Building social proof. Social proof is very important, which means your clients and why did they buy from you, and that's the value part of the value you're going to deliver to your clients. So that's part of the value proposition that we're going to develop for you is social proof. What are your testimonials? What are your case studies, etc.? And most people don't develop those very well. Developing authorities. As an example, are you attached to Microsoft or IBM? They're authorities. Have they said anything to you? Have you won awards? They're kind of a minor thing, but they're still important if you have those, and it is important. We'll talk about them. Guaranteeing your deliverables. I've talked to a number of clients, they compete. They want to compete with the Apples and the IBMs and the Hewlett Packards or whoever of the world, and sometimes if it's a service, the McKinseys. There is a way to do it, and that's by guaranteeing it, and anybody can guarantee it. And what a guarantee does, and I'm going to give you a guarantee on mine, is it takes away all the issues that the client has. It helps you compete with the big boys, and there are ways to do it in every situation, whether you're competing with IBM or not. So no matter who you're competing with. So you got to know how to guarantee your deliverables, and that's another thing I'll go through and teach you how to do. And then there's the 9 stages for closing a sale. First thing you got to do is contact them and qualify them. Maybe you show a demo or not. Then you requalify them. And are they in or out? If they're out, and I'm going to show you a way to show commitment through what I have called a game plan, GAIM, which is a commitment or a qualifying technique that I've developed that works very well. And it gets into the personal side, and because people don't know how to do that, how to ask for the personal side most of the time. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Are they in or out? And then you can close them to any objections they've got. And then you develop a contract and you implement your program. So there's 9 stages for closing a sale that we're going to talk about, how to move them from a lead to a prospect to a client. And then the methods for acquiring new clients. 15 plus methods that I would initially go through. And such things as your website, referrals and references, public relations, social media, ads, maybe pay-per-click, webinars, online, offline, etc. So I want to talk about all the different things that you can do for this 12-step program in getting your clients and understanding how to get new clients. As you can see, it's a sophisticated process, but it's something you got to go through if you really want to build your business. And I'm going to show you how to do that as we go through. And again, as I mentioned, part of my But part of the thing, if you sign up, is as I go through all of these with you to start with, to show you which ones really need to be looked at, although we go through them all. There's 4 media categories you want to look at, and you can get involved in all of them. And that's what people think of. They think of the internet as, they don't look at it as a medium. They look at it as a marketing situation, which is a marketing tool. That's what it is. There's offline, and offline still works through direct response marketing, through mailings, through ads in magazines and newspapers. Depending on what product or service you've got, they can still work if you target it properly. Online, of course, includes all of the stuff we've talked about, which is especially your website, social media, webinars, etc. And we'll go into what all of those are. Broadcast. Now, most of you won't do broadcast, which is radio and television, and infomercials, that kind of thing. But depending on your size, I don't believe in a lot because it's really a brand building thing, but it's still a media you should know about. And then, of course, the in-person one is through networking and seminars and user groups, trade shows, etc. And they can all be good too. So there's 4 media categories that we want to look at, that we should look at, and that I will look at when I do the assessment for your program if you sign up for it. So we talked about how to grow and what you need to look at in getting new clients, let's look at what you need to have for growing your current clients. Well, again, what you want to do is you want to help them do their job better and solve issues. We've talked about that. But they also want to be treated fairly. They want you to be responsive. You want to look at maybe moving from a vendor to a strategic advisor. And I'm going to show you the stages in a sec about what they are and what's important in that. You need to grow the relationships. We talked about that. And that's very important, that you keep growing that relationships. We see so many people neglect current clients, and once you've built that trust and credibility with them, why would you ignore them when they're the easiest sell you can have? So you got to keep growing that relationship. I'm going to show you my strategic account management program and what's involved in it, and that helps you do that. So as I showed you before, here's the B2B marketing framework that you want to go through. You need a supportive organization based with prospect marketing, client development, and all-around expert coaching, again, based on their value, results, and relationships. This develops business effectiveness, and these are the results you can get. Excuse me, faster revenue growth, higher margins, long-term account stability, improved competitive position, increased cross-selling, client advocates, and you get staff training. And by the way, training has shown gives you much better retention value if you train your people and keep training them. So this is something as a business owner and an entrepreneur that you want to look at, and even as a senior executive within your company. So that's the framework we talk about, both from a building building new clients and growing your existing clients. You can grow your current clients through 5 stages. The bottom graph is a breadth of business issues from tactical to strategic, and then the depth of the relationship as you move up. You go from a vendor where you're always competing, maybe a preferred supplier where you're on a supplier's list, but you're not, you're not the only supplier, to a solution provider, which is one step above that, where they'll talk to you maybe first in the preferred supplier thing, to a trusted partner where they even bring you in to talk to you before they even implement things, to a strategic business advisor. Now, all of these take a lot of time. As the more you move up the ladder here, the more time it takes for you to build with your client and also your client. So you're going to spend more time with them, and it's a matter of whether you and your client want to develop that relationship that far or not. And it really, the McKinseys of the world, and if you have a software products and more products that you can build with them, ERP systems and that, SAP as an example, does that. So, and Oracle, they all, to a certain extent, become a trusted partner, and some of them even strategic business advisor. But it takes a lot of time, of your time, excuse me, and your client's time. But once you do it, you get higher margins, a lot higher margins than you have ever thought about before, because they're willing to pay for your advice. So again, what is it that you want your client wants? They want you to solve issues, and they want you to grow the relationship. That's what you want to do, but both of you do, actually. Solving issues, I have a process you go through with that where you articulate the issue. I can show you how to do that. Not today, but that's what we go through. Then we decompose those issues into smaller sub-issues and smaller sub-issues, etc. And then from those sub-issues, we show your solution and how it can go. So that's how you resolve issues. And very few people know how to do this well. And I've got a process now that can help you do that. So, and that's, as I mentioned, people want you to solve issues. I'm going to show you how to do that. And the other thing you want to do is build strategic relationships with people. Now, this is only for large accounts that you want to deal with. If you're selling a product and it's one of, then you don't want to do this. But you've got a software product and you can build upon it, or you've got you're a professional services organization with a great service. This is how you do it. You want to start people from the top of the funnel down the funnel, and it's very seldom shown that relationship is like the businesses. This is really how you move the clients down the funnel for your relationship. Don't worry about all of these stuff. That's just the scoring stuff on the right-hand side here. And then you can see when you move it back, you go from near the top of the funnel where you're starting to move people down the funnel. And usually that takes about, depending on the size of your organization, but certainly we'd set up for your strategic accounts, a way for you to do that. And that helps you build a relationship, okay? You're solving issues, building credibility and trust. And once you do that, that helps you move up to the strategic business advisor, if that's what you want to do. It certainly helps you move up the line anyway where they call you first, at least. So strategic account management, what is that? Well, here's what it is really. You're going to build on a lot of knowledge requirements. I'm not going to go through each one of these. You can look at the video again if you want. Industry and client research, knowledge of the client strategies, etc. From that, you're going to get opportunities. Then you're going to build a client management framework with a knowledge repository, a relationship strategy, and you're going to know their industry point of view, the client point of view, opportunity management, technologies, support tools, and team measures and rewards. So that's your frameworks. And then you're going to, out of that, you're going to get a relationship plan and funnels. You're going to get a value proposition, although there are, again, this can be one way of doing it. You're going to get pursuit plans, how you're going to pursue this client, a team management program, account management plan, and funnel opportunity and velocity management. So all of these things come out of a strategic account management. And you can see this is pretty in-depth. And by the way, all of my programs will interface with your any CRM system you have or any other system. But what this is, it just helps you, gives you strategy and tactics around your CRM system that most CRM systems, in fact, all of the ones I've seen, don't allow you to do. And of course, from that, you get what we looked at from the other one is faster revenue growth, which is what we're looking at, doubling your business in 2 years. Sometimes it's, and if you do this right, it's going to get 3 times faster growth within about 2 years, so you can triple your business. You get higher margins, as I talked about. You're going to get a long-term account stability, etc. So you can see that. Client advocates and staff training and retention, which is really key. So that's what my strategic account, my SAM system is all about, and that's how you grow your business. So what will you get in my program if you take it? Well, you're going to get how to grow new clients, to cut the sales cycle and close more clients, and learn how to qualify so you don't spend time chasing people who aren't going to buy and aren't committed to buying. They're just tire kickers. And I'm going to show you how to do all that. And you're going to see what you've seen here, how to grow existing clients into strategic partners. So you've seen both systems that I go through in order to help you do that. And then we build in those systems into your business so that you're doing it on an ongoing basis. You have 6 months of extensive training and coaching to start with. It's 1 full day per week coaching, at least 1 full day per week. So it's 4 days a month. And if you need more, then we'll do more. You're going to get all the templates I've got, the audios, the videos, PDFs, so that now you've got things to refer to when you want to, plus my coaching. You talk to me all the time, worksheets, etc. One-on-one coaching, as I mentioned, and I'm going to guarantee results to you. Okay? So I've talked about that in a second. I'll show you what the full guarantee is. And I'm going to personally help you implement it. That's what I say. I'm going to work with you at least 1 day a week on implementing all of this stuff, what it is, reviewing your systems, an assessment of what you're doing now, and show you how to do both, how to get new clients and how to build your existing clients. What will this do for your business? Well, it'll get you more new clients, as we talked about, for sure, guaranteed. We'll give you a system to build your B2B business, okay? We'll show you how to retain and build your current clients based on all of the strategic account management we talked about. It'll give you much higher margins than you're getting now because you're going to move through the cycle of the relationship cycle. They're going to trust you more. You're going to get greater credibility and greater trust. It'll give you the lifestyle you want. That's really what you're looking for. And, of course, as I mentioned, it's all about doubling your business. And that's what it's going to do minimum within 2 years. Minimum within 2 years, and I'm going to guarantee it. Here's my absolute guarantee. As I said, if you don't double your business within 2 years, I'm going to give you double your money back. So now we got a double guarantee here. You're going to double your business, or I'm going to give you double your money back. And I'm going to show you what that is. A lot of people pay $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 a month to get this type of business. And if you're a multi-million dollar or over 20 million, then I would have to spend more time with you and with my people, and I'd have to charge you that. But I've charged over $10K per month for this myself. I've charged up to $15,000 to $20,000 per month too to get this done. But I want to show you, I want to deliver value to you in all respects, which includes the fee you're going to pay. So your investment is going to be $2,000 per month. Okay, so your total investment would be $12K. As I mentioned, it's going to be 6 months of very intensive training, at least 1 day a week as we go through it. You're going to double your current business. okay, what your return on investment will be. As an example, if you do 500K now and you double your business, you're going to get an ROI of 4,167% based on investing $12,000. That's a pretty good ROI. I don't know about you. Remember, you got to make an investment to do this. At $2 million, that's 4 times 16,000% increase or return on investment. And of course, if you're doing 5 million and then we'll double this to 10, you're going to get almost a 42,000% increase in your business. So I'm going to guarantee this. I'm going to show you and I'm going to talk to you first to make sure that we can work together on this and that you're going to follow what I ask you to do. I'm going to guarantee this, and that's the kind of ROI you're going to get. To me, that's pretty good. Remember what I said, you got to make an investment. You're not prepared to make an investment, then this program isn't for you. So what will you get? Well, you're going to get double your business. I'm going to guarantee that. You're going to get a very early payback, which is different from return on investment. I mean, you're going to get your $12,000 back very early. You get a big return on investment, which I just showed you. You're going to achieve your goals, and you're going to have all the freedom you want to grow, to do what you want with your family, to build your business, to get the type of lifestyle you want. That's what you're going to get out of this. I'm going to do this with a maximum of 4 companies, so that's all I'm going to take is up to 4, and maybe less than that because of the types of businesses that are in, but a maximum of 4 companies. And then when we do that, you're also going to act as a mastermind group. So there's an added benefit onto it because mastermind groups are very, very helpful. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to take action now by writing me at this address here, or phoning me at my phone number to say, yes, Ian, I want to sign up for this because I see the value in it. There is great value in this. If you don't think it's $12,000, then obviously it's not worth you. But I guarantee you're going to double your business within 2 years and possibly within 12 to 18 months. I helped a client recently help this client triple his their client base in just under 18 months. So this works. I know it works. Take action now if you really are serious about doubling your business. Thanks very much. And until next time, talk to you later. Bye-bye.